Hi, this is Anthony Picasso, and I decided to do my final oral presentation on conflict and diversity in the workplace. This is for strategic communications. I went with this topic because you told us one, pick something we're familiar with and that we could talk about without boring you. Here you go, got it. It is not that exciting, but it is something we can relate to, and it's won't make you go to sleep. And two, I felt like there was more I could talk about on this. We covered these two topics earlier this semester, and I felt like 500 words wasn't enough, so I was like, let's do the presentation on it. And work with me a little. This is my first time not having notes while doing a presentation, so it's new waters for me. So, what is diversity? Diversity in the work environment promotes acceptance, respect, and teamwork despite the differences in age, let's see, race, religion, sexual orientation, political beliefs, gender, and even disabilities. But simply work, diversity to me is when one another respect each other in the workplace and they come along for a common goal. This respect for one another can benefit diversity in the workplace by improving workplace productivity, company culture, and even employee retention, and it fights biases. It also could help the company's reputation and much more. Conflict. So, conflict and diversity merge one another, and I'll tell you how. So, workplace conflict is inevitable. So when employees from various backgrounds all get into one room, well, from various backgrounds and different work styles, they're all brought together to shared for a shared business purpose. So conflict can and should be managed and be resolved. Conflict can occur in any organization when employees with different backgrounds and priorities work together. Um, Conflict can be expressed in numerous different ways, such as insults, bullying, anger, um, non cooperation, and it causes a range of personality clashes and misunderstood communications to what's what I'm looking for communication to organizational mismanagement. The negative effects of workplace conflict can include disruptions, decreased productivity, project failure, absenteeism, being late to work, tardiness, turnover, and termination. And most it could lead to emotional distress too on coworkers and management. And examples, I decided to go to the office on here. These guys live with diversity and workplace conflict every day, so it's I don't know if you watch The Office, but it's something we can all relate to if watch one episode. But poor management, unfair treatment, unclear job roles, inadequate training, poor communication, poor work environment, lack of equal opportunities, bullying, and harassment. I can relate to this. I work in a management company, and I'm the only male working with, let's see, six other Caucasian females around the same age. And every day it's something different. Their family and friends, they usually just, when someone quits, they hire another friend, and it's just arguments every day with one another. They have the same political beliefs, same background beliefs, same ethnic, the same school, you name it. So you could definitely see there's no diversity in the workplace, and this is what could happen, all these explosions. So, but they can benefit one another if you do get it right. So there are many benefits to having a more diverse workplace. Excuse me. Process and product innovation results from having employees from a wide range of variety demographics and backgrounds. When different minds come together, you get different results. And to achieve a common goal, the result can be monumental. However, as the workplace becomes more diverse, at times more issues will come. So, recommendations and all that. Where can I start? So yeah, workplace conflict is bound to happen. Conflict is bound to occur, but simply based on differences based on cultural generation, personality, and work style. Whether conflict occurs between employees or employee and the supervisor, it must be resolved to preserve the working relationships, as well as organization's productivity and profitability. Another, you make sure your company works to increase diversity in the workplace right from the very beginning, and it starts with management, nailing it on the head. And like I said, from my experience being the only male in the office, that's what you get. In addition to all the same cultural backgrounds and views which lead to biased opinion, organizations need to invest in additional training dedicated specifically to overcoming biases. And I think that's where an issue is a lot of companies do have is that enrollment period when you first hire a new employee, you don't really hit all the X's and O's and go over legality that you need to. Um, so while it's let's see actually so while it's inevitable that some bias will creep into the workplace, it's a huge difference at least to be aware of these common biases and have a foundational understanding on how to address these and avoid them. When creating a diverse workplace, first and foremost, when hiring a new employee, consider making the effort to hire a diverse range of people across gender, age, cultural backgrounds, and race. This can benefit and increase productivity, improved creativity, improved employee engagement, reduce employee turnover, improve company reputation, and bring a wider range of skills to your company. And that is it. I am over a minute, and I apologize. I'll exit as fast, but it was a great semester, and thanks for all your help.